Welcome to Onivia, League of Legends highlights. These are the best highlights from today's LPL matchup.
You see, the matchup really goes to the side of Vikla. He doesn't have that flash. It can definitely hurt that one, but we'll have to see whether Vikla can use that play well.
Nice headbutt away there with some decent work. He's Wink in danger, but so is Jway, and I think Leaf just wins this one out. One final auto does it, and the bot lane 2v2 goes very wrong for RA.
Yeah, Vikla is going to have his piercing light dodged out by that Valkyrie too. I love this mid lane match.
Over they will go, but of course that's kind of fine. In some ways you're running with the Jax, you're running with the Lucian. You're asking in some ways to play a little bit more for those side lane thresholds and pressure points. You got a Zig to do the same here on the Lilia, and we can see the Brand isn't as valuable at that level 1, level 2 mark. You can punish him, much like a Vi. He needs a few more abilities to get towards that passive where so much of the damage is. You don't get to get that Blaze passive until then. JJ, though, flashing on in, lands some conflagration damage, and down goes that Lucian.
Vikla is behind. So, EDG, they end up losing themselves that flash onto the Corki, but he's still ahead in gold. He's still doing completely fine. Leave, puts that ult forwards to get that auto attack reset and get himself that W on target. Assumes going to be able to wave clear through. Another Q will get himself that kind of move, but it's a single target Q.
Oh, nearly gets a solo kill. Leave will surely die to the turret. He will.
He could have flashed out. I don't think he realized he could flash out of range. Leave gets the solo kill, but dies solo as well. Assume, with that gold, gets through to his first item, which he didn't have just before that point. There are going to be some minions dying to the turret, but Leave really intent on taking this game into his own hands. This has been the first game, I think, was maybe a bit of a wake-up call for him. He ended up losing there in the laning phase, getting dunked on in the games 2 and 3. He's really controlled things.
Jway's in danger. So much damage flashing away from the stun of the Seer, and a kill onto the Lucian.
Gonna be the Brand damage on the return back. Takes half HP from Vikla and Dre, but the damage is done. JJ flash forward for
want to do. The Nidalee pass will be in dispute here until that game is somewhat played.
And we also get to see Rookie on the Corki, which has played an awful lot too. I did say that I felt like NIP were potentially in a bit of an advantage in the other series in the picture-in-picture because it feels like their solo laners are stronger than FPX's, even though FPX I think have looked better as a team.
Smaller Krugs, but not to be able to happen. Over comes Wink. The sweeper is on, so Jway just backing away. The lilting lullaby, potentially an opportunity on a Wink who's slowed down. Not going to go for anything more. He then crashes out. Does Wink with that Ferromancy on the W, teleporting in. They really want this to RA.
And they have themselves the little mites to help with it too. They're coming from outside of the range of the tower.
Lands Mega Inferno Bomb. Lilting lullaby afterwards. A Q3 comes on through, but 2 down in the tower. Surely will be taking a bit of a chunk after as well. Clean dive from RA.
But it's really, really hard for him to take it with the same amount of grubs. RA will take themselves the first turret of the game with all of the plays just before the 14-minute mark, and suddenly Xiaoshu is a hell.
It top into the Jax, who's going to have to sit there and just deal with it. Of course, Lucian will be given free time in the bot lane to try and trade that one out. Into the Herald goes JJ on the Brand. So that one goes down pretty rapidly. They'll try and get a second charge off here, but I don't think they were going to be able to get a whole turret. They are going to drive on in here.
What's also happening on the other side too is that you need the Herald to make that play on top side. The other team doesn't. RA have the 5 grubs. They don't need to do that. So Vikla now gets himself the tower in that side lane again, keeping the gold earned between these mid laners very even. And also another thing which is happening here is that RA are farming on 3 lanes, EDG are farming on 2. So overall, you can just see again, EDG choose to use them for solo kill.
Could prove a little bit dicey to manage. All the while, they're over towards the dragon. In a good position to potentially fight this.
So, going up towards this, you have Flash on Xiaohao. You have Ziggs holding this choke point as well. Look for that poke. Look for that ability for EDG to get into the river. Solo Q's trying to brute force his way in. Jack's coming in, but he might be late. I think he's gone too far.
Maybe. Xiaohao in the back of the pit goes on forwards, gets a big chunk on the JJ into the Mega Inferno Bomb. Down goes the Brand. Doesn't get as much damage as they hope for as Lucian calls down the Rel. Onto the other side goes Leave, trying to get out of here. Exit stage left goes down. A whole ace for RA. They get the dragon.
Massive menace in the team fights, but honestly, it's the big combos coming through from Assume and Xiaoshu, which really feels which seals out that fight. EDG, they walk, so they are kind of struggling to win these fights. Is going to really, really hamper their ability to play around the map. They do play towards strong side bot again, but once again, they are missing a lane of fun. They do get themselves that turret, but RA consistently playing on 3 lanes instead of that 2. And the combos really well too. EDG, if their first pick is going onto Xiaohao, well, he has a Seekers, and if it's going on to Dre, well, he has the ult, and he can get out particularly. He can normally buy a lot of time. EDG, they want to get a pick to break open this map and make sure that RA are punished from fighting on more lanes than they are, but they can't kill that first target well.
Messy little bit happening in the other series. Well, I saw a kill from the...
I think, yeah, okay, they haven't set up towards the dragon. They're going towards Baron Vision, saying, okay, RA, you can finish that dragon if you want. Vickler taking a hard trade, dodges out, and that fast bomb.
Around the culling afterwards is pretty huge. Minotaur trying to buy his way, but the bomb behind means there's nowhere to run. Leave, though, burns down the Lucian, but Lilia gets 2, continuing to stick him into the long, dreamless night of sleep. They can turn towards the Baron afterwards. 2 men the advantage. And they're going to try and take this one out because there's no smite to contest.
That should be it. Solo kill can maybe drag Xiaohao out of the pit, but he's gone a little too early. Here comes Cryin.
Can try and maybe stop that one, but already Xiaoshu knocks out the rest of the AD carries. Solo kill goes all out, but there's just nothing left in the tank. He's trying to hit the accelerator, but he's running on empty. And they get another kill. RA have Baron. They've got 5 grubs. And they can start to break apart.
The top 2 Lily. I don't know. This guy's just really good at this champion. Now you have a Ziggs with the Baron push. RA, they haven't even chosen to reset. They get themselves an easy turret. Really does feel like EDG are on the ropes. They get themselves a dragon. It's an objective bounty. But can they get to base in time to defend their inhibitor and the rest of their turrets? The RA, they leave that top lane play alone. They do still have that Ziggs. Very easy for them to play around this this big kind of execute combo. Satchel just about comes through, and RA get themselves 2 swift turrets.
Blink of an eye, they get a lot of turret gold. They can reset now with even more and look to use the remainder of the barrel. Have a look at this again, because it's Vickler walking in and starting this one off.
He ends up dodging the fool you. If both of the teams have gold, then it doesn't matter. Now we have a teleport coming through. Solo kill has flash. He's trying to go through and assume he has flash, but he might just get soloed out.
Balance in the picture and takes it, but more important, violence on the other screen. Solo kill gets into the backline. They've gotten 2, but what about the turnaround as the Lilia still free firing? Golden is Xiaoshu, gets a lilting lullaby afterwards, but pulled all out because Solo kill hadn't used it now. Now Xiao trying to run away and does go down. The teleport works out. There's an ultimate from Leave. Might choose to pull it here. Does go on in. Gets headbutted away. Can't quite get the kill. A flash on out. Will try for another W. Lands it. And Leave finds another.
Positioning well. Vickler, in so many of these important fights, has been caught out before he can do that best damage. Same's happened for the rest of this series. Assume he ends up using his satchel a little bit unwisely to retreat from that play. And EDG, they pull the classic. You overpush, you get teleported on. RA, from what felt like...
Have teleport. It's right back into the lane. Look for a bit of a chunk there onto Quine. Doesn't find that much. Xiaoxu now looking for a flank dragon spawn and over go EDG.
Leaf has been so accurate. That's the Lilia
ult. Oh my god, that's huge! It's not to multiple people! Quine chunk down. Solo kill also down about 20% HP. And Xiaoxu's on the flank! They get rid of the solo kill before he can do anything more. Quine dead as well. Golden is Xiaohao. Dragon being started. JJ needs to back away and Leave is alive. Dragon goes down. Xiaoxu doesn't get taken out on the back end.
That Baron. They get themselves that dragon to deny the soul as well. It really does feel like RA have just put on the afterburners when we can after this one has ended. RA pushing in, still have that Baron. Teleports from EDG. Look on that minimap. When are those teleports coming in, if at all?
W so number 2 misses. JJ's down! The bomb lands. He's out. They're going to keep on going. They could keep shoving through the turret with the man disadvantage. JJ just cannot stand to deliver the final break in the defense they need.
That might just end up being the play which wins RA the series and puts EDG to 1-3 while they'll be staring at 3-1. Jue going in, pops the ult.
Does not quite yet. Now pops the ult. Holds on just about the turnaround. Solo kill pretty huge, but the Alistair chunked pretty low at this late in the game though. Triumphal Roar will heal him up just fine if he gets the opportunity to use it.
Works, I guess, because RA don't have the soul point. EDG are happy to give that one over to the other side. So that is definitely something to keep an eye on over there. Lifting Lullaby into a loss for EDG. Jue trying to walk back around into the pit. And RA, are we just going for a big old flip? Leave, how gets the poke?
The last time the burger flip came on through, JJ stole it. Has flash, could do it again. Xiaoshu gets over towards the carries. Crying though. Valkyrieing away. Golden went so Xiaoshu as well. Now trying to turn this one around. Xiao goes in, gets Golden himself. Doesn't pull the lilting lullaby. Counter strike into the backline. Trying to get multiple members as Leave. Dives in, trying to save his teammates. But there's just nothing more to be done. Crying flashing back on now. The health bar so critically low. Bashing away from the satchel, from the damage. The swirl seed just shy as well as the bouncing bombs.
RA a solo HP, they have to reset as well. Xiaohao uses his flash, uses his ult. There are a couple of resets which have to come through. Xiaoshu is the one that recalls because he has the teleport. EDG, if they get Leaf back to this play, he could still maybe throw a W over this point.
But JJ is dead. There is no smite. And the swirl seed lands onto Leaf. How much damage he's going to do? It's quite a lot, just about okay. This late in the game, you get worried, don't you?
There was no Blackfire on that. No
seed
Yeah, Xiao has already used his ultimate, so it would have just been burned to stop that recoil. It's going to be Soul for RA. They still have themselves this dragon. The game is not going easily, though. EDG, they still...
God, you're so right.
This is what happens when you only buy pink wards and you don't get anything beyond that point. Wait, he doesn't pull the ultimate early again, going in.
Oh my days, takes a lot of damage, just about alive. The burn is good. Mega Inferno Bond ensures JJ is dead. Leave just about alive, but down to half HP, in danger. Vikla is dead in trade. Into the backline, goes Xiaoshu, gets the counter strike. Leave, ults away, buying time. W away from solo kill, ensures the Pathmaker gets the kill. It's a 2-for-1 despite Leaf being
big ultimate coming through after that point. That might just allow RA to burn down the Baron. Krine can teleport back in, but EDG might want to try go in for a bit of a fight themselves. They have that Pyroclasm, see if they can front to back.
JJ, remember, has no flash though, and Xiaoshu now walking on over. Krine has to be afraid. Under the backline they go again. Xiaoshu gets a hold of that one. Baron down afterwards. Solo kill so low. Wink in the front line. Can only do so much. Solo kill pulls some away. They've got to make that 3 down. Nowhere further to go in. Cries his last few tears for his foot of the grave and leave. He's tried so hard. It just doesn't matter. We've changed genres. It's new metal, and we always knew who the best band there was.
8,000 damage for Leave, and it is not enough. EDG are left numb. They are left in the wake of Rare Atom. It took them a while to end this game. They probably should have snowballed it, but it does end up in their favor. RA to 3-1, EDG to 1-3.
A 45-minute knife's edge game, but in the end, it is EDG that lose. RA slided in deep.
These were the best highlights from today's LPL matchup. Click that subscribe button faster than Ramus can say okay. See you on the next one.